So as I've been doing research, I've looked into Mothercare, Dove, Fenty Beauty, Little Mix as well, and they've been really informative, and it's been a really big help for me. So Mothercare, they created this campaign, and it had mothers and their bodies were out. Well, they're not the whole bodies, but the bodies are out. They're holding their babies. It was just sharing a bit about them and just showing how your body naturally looks after birth, stretch marks, weight gain, stuff like that. Um, and then one of the things that one of the women said was, I always knew my body would be different after giving birth. However, I didn't expect my mind to take so long to get used to seeing myself. Um, I think this is what a lot of women struggle with, is to accept themselves after their body has changed. So I think this campaign is really strong, and because it's so honest and visually honest as well. So I want to take that kind of thing into my project. Um, the only weakness to that could be just that I will find it hard to get professional pictures taken, and also if I want to do it, but with women's bodies and with obviously they haven't all had children, but um, not everyone's going to want to do it, and I respect that and understand that. So that's something I'm going to have to like figure out a bit, but that's something that has inspired me. But I think it would be a really powerful um, thing to have in my book, and it would be a really good opportunity. Um, Another part is the Dove campaign. That was really, really amazing actually. They had a lot more than I thought they would. So lots of things, lots of mindfulness, amazingness, and mindful activities for girls, a safe place to leave comments talking about experiences and feelings on your body, which is really important. And I think people are scared to be vulnerable and open and honest about their feelings about their body. So that's what I've tried to create with my questionnaire a bit, just kind of explain beforehand that it is difficult, but the more open and vulnerable you are, the much more beneficial it's going to be for my research. And a lot of women so far have actually enjoyed being vulnerable and kind of explaining how they honestly feel about themselves. But I think that there needs to be more mindfulness. So in my book, I think that would make it really strong to have the honest parts, and then have, ways to help that and improve when you feel negative and stuff, and about being mindful and kind to your mind and kind to yourself. So I think that would be a really good strength to have, especially with like young girls as well, because that's often when a lot of it stems from, when girls don't feel like they're they're okay. There's no reason for them to feel like that. So Little Mix did a campaign where they did a photo shoot, and it was a nude photo shoot, and they had words written all over their bodies that they'd had said about them. So some of these were slutty, fat, can't sing, ugly, stretch marks, cellulite. What else does it say on them? Weak, flabby, common. So really horrible words, really personal words, and they've got these on their body. So with 1.4 million followers, this is a really good thing, a really positive thing. And they're just, being themselves and stuff. But the thing is, on reflection, when one of the singers, Jessie, she first came onto the X Factor, she was like really cool, had like Rastafari like clothes on, was curvy, and now she's like really, really thin, toned, loads of cosmetic surgery, tons of makeup, and that's a shame, and I understand why that can happen under the public eye. But sometimes I think when people are doing these body positive, love yourself things, they're not 100% authentic, just because in the image she's like still really glamorous and like with a weave on and like straightened hair or whatever. And I just think you're promoting all of this, but do you actually really believe it? Do you actually feel like good in yourself enough to like do that and promote it. So I think that's something that I can reflect on and make sure that I'm being like authentic with myself and with the book and stuff, and I want to bring that out of people. So that's something I have to really reflect on a lot, like, because there's things that, like, questions that if were asked to me that I've asked women, I'd get uncomfortable. So yeah, I think that's just a kind of a little observation really. But and then Fenty Beauty I love. So Rihanna had her fashion show, and it had the most diverse amount of women, so all different skin types, breast size completely different, body shapes completely different. She had 2 pregnant women. One was in labour whilst it was like literally went into labour a few minutes after, like super diverse and stuff. And I think Rihanna's really good too, 'cause she's a strong role model. But I think the one thing that annoys me about Fenty Beauty and annoys Bravissimo women, annoys us all, is that it's great that she's created bras for larger sizes, but they don't actually fit the boobs right at all. They're completely incorrect. The cup isn't right, the wire's in the wrong place, the back band's riding up, the straps are loose, everything is wrong with it. And I think it is great as it is to be inclusive and to do it right. You've got the money to, don't start putting bras on women that don't fit them at all or give them any support. Like, that's not good. So yeah, her makeup too, that's really good, because that is the most diverse makeup, most inclusive makeup brands. It includes 40 different dark shades for women's foundation, which is something that has always been a frustration and has been vocalised to me through my friends who have darker skin, and they say they can never get the right shade. So Rihanna's done that, so that's amazing. But yeah, so I think this research has been really beneficial for me. I kind of know what I want to take and what I don't. But yeah, definitely I would love to do a photo shoot with some girls and see how they feel about their bodies, and maybe do something similar to Little Mix and get the words written on their bodies. I think that'd be quite a powerful thing and something amazing to have in my book. The only weaknesses of that is if, I can't get good quality pictures, whether I want to move forward with that or not. But yeah, that's that.